Hello, this is Marvelyn Brown, and today I am back to talk to you or continue our discussion of the easiest way to start an online business. So, this is going to be kind of a video series. I'm only going to do maybe a couple more videos because I want you to understand the whole scenario. But I want to break it down and make it as easy as possible. Simple, easy, easily digested steps that you can consider when you are getting ready to start an online business. So, today we're going to talk about the best way to promote your online business. So, yesterday we kind of talked about the basics that you need to start an online business, the simple steps and the basic elements that you need to start an online business. So, today we're going to talk about promotion because once you have your online business all set up the way you want it, you've kind of made some, early decisions and you are ready to get started, the main thing you're going to want to do is promote your business. So without promotion, you're really not going to be able to reach the goals that you might want to reach. So that's what we're going to discuss today. So it's going to kind of follow the same scenario. Each one of the videos will probably cover, or look similar to the previous day's video because I want all of this to kind of mesh together. And hopefully by the end, you will have a pretty good idea of the things that you need to do when it comes to, starting an online business and really digging in and getting a really solid foundation for your business. So today we're going to talk about promotion. And of course, in order to promote your product or service, you need people. And recognizing that the people in your audience, the people in your niche, and yesterday we talked about defining your niche, and we have a video that actually helps you to do that. We're going to put that video, we'll make it accessible to you so that you can just sit down and really think about the people that you want to serve, and the kinds of products that you want to provide to your audience. But when you think about your audience, and all of us want, as a business owner, you want the biggest audience possible, right? But you want an audience of people who are interested. You don't just want any old audience. You don't just want any old customers. You want people who really have an interest in your products and services. And you want people who are enthusiastic when you push out content to your audience. You want them to digest your content. You want them to look at your videos. You want them to read your blog posts. You want them to see your ads. You want them to listen to your podcast. And so the thing that you have to realize is that your audience is full of people who have the same wants, needs, desires, aspirations, dreams that you have. And so when we recognize our audience as people and we, kind of relate to our audience as people, we do a lot better than if we look at, how can I sell somebody something? And so when you think about your audience, keep that thought in mind that these are people who have the same ideas, the same, for the most part. Everyone is different to a certain degree, but at a basic level, we all have the same wants, desires, needs, etc. So once you decide, who you're going to serve, and that goes back to your niche, who you're going to serve, understanding what they want, understanding their needs, understanding, what they're looking for when they're online and they're searching for stuff. What are they looking for? Are they looking for, quality? Are they looking for something that's going to save them money? Are they looking for something kind of in the middle of the road? Are they looking for something that will help them achieve a goal? Are they looking for something health related? And all of that really boils down to, the kinds of products that you're going to select. So once you know who you want to serve, the kinds of people that you want to serve, then you're going to have a really good idea if you do the homework and, really take a look at your niche once you look at your niche and you have an understanding of who your ideal customers are, you will better know how to serve them. And so the second bullet or the second item is a recognition that no one wants to be sold. And this is so true. All of us want to pick our own products. We don't want to, necessarily have someone getting in our face all the time talking about products. Now, there are times when you want to, consult with someone, or you want to walk up to maybe a salesperson and ask them questions, but you want to do that even on your own terms. You don't want people calling you on the phone. You don't want people showing up at your door. You don't want to be pressured. You don't want to be coerced into buying products. No one wants that. And so, I know that there are industries that tell you, get on the phone, call all your friends and family. I've been there, done that. But that is not the way that most people in this day and time. There was a time when, people went door to door and they did more of the phone calls and things like that. But in today's world, most people want to, when they, are looking for something, they go online, they do a search on their phone, and they find solutions, and they find things that might look a little interesting, and they click on those things. And that is where you want to be. So just recognize that your ideal customers, no matter what somebody is telling you, that wants you to get on the phone and call and blah, 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 when you call someone cold, someone that you don't know, and think about this, today, in today's world, people are skeptical. So when you get on the phone and the person on the other end doesn't know who you are, or even if they know who you are, maybe someone that you haven't heard from in a while, and you are selling this product and you're like, oh, that person would be a good fit. And you get on the phone and you call them up and you want to try to sell them over the phone. That does not work. So just recognize people do not want to be sold. The next thing that you're going to need is a blog or some kind of delivery mechanism. So a blog is, for me, a very good central hub. It gives my content a home. It gives me a place to send people so that they can learn about my company. And so a blog for me is that's my primary delivery method. However, there are some people who just don't want a blog. And so they use other methods like YouTube or videos or podcasts, or they use other delivery methods to get their message out to their audience. And so, I also have a video that talks about how to select a platform. And so, if you're not comfortable blogging, then you might want to think about some of these other platforms and how you can get your message out to your ideal customers. And this is the thing, video is big. And so, if you choose a video platform, you are going to be in good shape. There are some limitations that I talk about, in my article and in the video, about choosing a video only platform for your business, but that is a totally different subject. So I think that no matter what platform you use, you need a delivery channel like a blog, like a YouTube channel, and like a podcast. And podcasts are great as well. You can get a really huge audience from your podcast, but there again, it has some limitations as well. And really the only mechanism that I know of that it does a really good job of giving you that central hub for your business is a blog. But we'll talk about that in another video. And then you also need social media accounts, because guess what? Social media is where your audience is. Everyone has, most people have a cell phone nowadays, and cell phones come with social media, already installed on the phones. And so you need to have a social media account for your business for each one of the platforms. And that's going to give you a really great way to promote your business. And then you also need a way to build an audience. And so On my blog, I also talk about, how to build an audience. And basically, the way that you build an audience is through building a list through email. And so once you have, got your business all set up, you need to also pick an email provider that will give you the ability to send a newsletter out to your audience. So that is the way that you can build an audience as well. There's lots of different ways that you can build an audience, and you want to be aware of all of these different ways, and you want to choose the method that works best for you. Now, once you build this audience, you have all these people on your list, you have all these followers on social media. You need a way to nurture that relationship. So you need to learn, how to communicate with your audience in a way that will be helpful and also authoritative, as well as entertaining sometimes. You want to be able to relate to people. So make sure that you keep all of these things in mind, because they're very important when it comes to promoting your business. Now, as I said in the previous video, it can be complicated. All of this can be complicated. It can be so complicated that it makes you not even want to do it. However, when you think about the things that are most important and you break them down and stay focused on those things, you don't get all caught up in all the, all the craziness. So you're going to have, as a new business owner, you're going to have so many shiny objects hurled your way. And you may have heard the term, shiny object syndrome. And shiny object syndrome just means that there's always going to be something shinier, prettier. The grass is always going to look greener on the other side. And if you jump at every new thing that comes out, every new trend, every new, hot item, if you don't stay focused on the things that work, and and maybe discarding some of the things that don't work, if you don't stay laser focused on your business and the things that actually help you achieve your goals, then you're going to always be chasing the next big thing. And you can chase the next big thing until the end of time and never achieve your goals. So you definitely want to pick tools, resources. You want to find people, not necessarily gurus, but you want to find people that are successful. And you want to follow people that are giving you really, good sound advice. Because there are people out there that are always going to, they're always going to tell you, oh, do it this way. And then you're going to find next week there'll be somebody else that says, oh, do it that way. And so you have to find the way, as a business owner, you have to find a way that works for you. You can't just go with the wind. You have to steady yourself, focus, and continue down your path. Because, what worked for Joe Blow may not work for you. And we kind of talked about that yesterday. So don't make it complicated. Drill down on your niche, the people that you've decided that you are going to serve, and only serve that audience until you get the results that you're looking for. And then once you get the results you're looking for with one business, you can rinse and repeat and apply it to another business or another stream of income. Do your research and find the tools that help you connect with the people in your niche. Don't lose sight of the fact that you are selling to people. So now the quote of the day, I had a quote on the previous video. The quote of the day is, I've learned that people will never forget what you said. Or, you know what, I'm messing this all up. I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. And that's a quote by Maya Angelou. And it is so true. If you make your audience feel like dum-dums, then, that is going to work negatively. That's going to work against you in your business. If you make people feel empowered and positive and uplifted in your business, that is going to make them feel positive, and you'll get those positive vibes back, in spades. And so you want to make sure that you are delivering a positive message. Even if you have bad news to tell someone, it's not necessarily what you say, it's how you say it. And so when you're delivering your content to your audience, you want to be as uplifting and engaged and really, cognizant of the fact that you are serving people. You are not, serving robots. You're not serving, the corporate board members. You are serving, and even the corporate board members, they're people, and we're all people. So just keep that in mind. So, again, this is what we do. When you want your questions answered and you want to know more about how to build a business online, that is what we do. We talk about the topics you want to know about to build your business, to help you reach your goals, and we answer your questions. So, if you have a question about any of this, make sure that you drop us a line. You can send us a message on our blog as well as our Facebook page, and you can also email us. So now, in wrapping up, when you run people down with your stuff, you actually run them away. No one wants to be sold. So you have to find a way to get your message out to people. When you're sitting in the coffee shop and you're talking to, your friends, maybe you have a group of friends that you've met for breakfast or lunch or whatever, they don't want to hear about your product. Now, what they might want to hear about, if they are people who fall into your niche, and they are people that you can serve with your business, you can mention, hey, I have something that I think will help you. And you can send them. And this is another thing that I really like about having a blog. I don't really have to say too much. I can just say, hey, I have something that I really think will help you with that problem that you have, that problem that you were telling us about earlier. And you can send them to your blog. You can give them the link. You can do a QR code where they can just scan that QR code with their cell phone, and everybody at the table can just get your your website, and, go and take a look at the material that you have that covers that particular problem. And those are things that people like. But if you are sitting there talking about, oh, I have a product and it does blah, 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 nobody wants to hear that. People get together because they want to be social. People are on social media even because they want to be social. And so you have to really think about, even when you're maybe putting a little blurb about what you do on your personal page, you have to be careful with that, because you can really run away a lot of people by being kind of inappropriate with your business stuff. Now you can also, when you have a business page or a business profile on social media, that is where you really want to talk about your business. And so if you want to refer someone to your business, you can maybe put a little blurb on your personal page that leads them to your business page. But you don't want to do too much of that, because some social networks will kick you off if you do too much promotion of your business. So when you speak to the pain of your niche, their anxieties, their curiosity, their dreams, and you provide solutions, you actually draw people to you. When you're not too pushy, when you're not too salesy, when you're not too, all in people's faces. You just don't want to do that. And so, but you do want to be appropriate. If someone says that they're having a problem that your niche or if someone is having a problem that your product can address, you want to suggest, and you want to be able to give them some material, like a blog post, like a YouTube video, like a podcast that speaks to that particular issue. And of course, like I said yesterday in the other video that I did, consistency is the key to your success. You want to find a business that ties in with something you enjoy, so that you can love what you do every day. Now, finally, we're at the end of this. I would recommend that you sign up for our newsletter, and there should be a place on this page, either below this video or somewhere on this page, where you can sign up to get our news. Now, this isn't a lifetime commitment. If you decide that for whatever reason it's not, our information is not meeting your needs, you can always unsubscribe. But I think that if you sign up, you're going to find information that will really help you build an online business that will sustain you, no matter what situation you're in. So, this is the whole goal of having an online business. You want to, kind of pad your income so that no matter what the winds of time bring along, you can have something that backs you up. Whether you have a job loss, or you decide to switch careers, or you need extra money, or you want to save for retirement, or maybe you just want to pay down some debt, a blog, a website, a YouTube channel, a podcast. Having an online presence can help you to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off for now, but thank you so much for hanging with me, and look forward to that next video that I will do to help you and give you the easiest way to start an online business.